A young girl nervously cried out. She was still young, she didn't want to die yet. The yellow-clothed martial artist called seniors remained silent. These martial artists were all from a small sect within the South Sea, and there were even some that were martial artists from the common folk. Of them, he was the only one who came from a third-grade sect, and he was even an out-of-court elder there. His cultivation was the highest in this group, thus he had the most authority and prestige. But in this situation, he really was at his wit's end with no other path he could take. There is no way for us to escape death. If those beasts behind us catch up, then we'll be eaten. A young man in his 20s cried out, his voice trembling. He wasn't able to reconcile all that was happening to him. In the South Horizon region, there was a belief that if someone died, their soul would enter into the cycle of samsara. But, if their corpse was eaten, then their soul would be sealed away, forever unable to reincarnate. Elder Zhou shook his head. He said, I don't have a good plan. In this Scarlet Dawn Strait, there is a great island to the north and south of us. The South Island is densely covered by forests. If we hide in this forest, then we might have a slim chance to live. This is the only way. In any case, continuing like this is the same as dying. We might as well gamble our lives on this. Everyone began to shout out. In truth, everyone was well aware that even if they ran into the forest, the chances of them living were extremely slim. The beasts behind them had incomparably keen senses of smell, it would be easy for these beasts to find them. However, just as they made this decision and were about to fly to the South Island, a piercing scream suddenly sounded out from deep within the mist. The mist was completely stirred up. A vicious bird with the great wings of a bat and an incomparably ugly and bald head zoomed out. Seeing this, all of the martial artists present turned ashen. A ghost condor. This is bad. When it rains, it pours. Just before this, the group of martial artists had been chased by a group of deep-sea vicious beasts, forcing them to rush towards the Scarlet Dawn Strait in distress. But they didn't expect that there would be a ghost condor stationed here. This sort of strange and ugly bird had a strength comparable to a late Xiantian realm martial artist. It was a beast none of them were capable of handling. With this condor in front of them and a group of deep-sea vicious beasts behind them, they would undoubtedly die here. Scatter and run. Elder